Female husbandry is one of the oldest queer practices in Africa.
When I lived in South Africa, I had a chance to meet Queen Mujaji, who's in the area of the northern Transvaal of South Africa. And she's known as the Rainbow Queen. Her lineage of women are known to be able to make it rain through a rainbow. But what's interesting is that Queen Mujaji marries only women. It is a queendom. She is not in a lesbian relationship with the women. How do I know that? Because I've observed and I've spoken to her very, very intricately about the customs and cultures over the generations with this particular practice of female husbandry. They bring in male genitors, they impregnate the women have the children, and all the children become the children of Queen Mujaji. Now, how do we get from that to a conversation of West-centric notions of queerdom and lesbianism in Africa? And I think we get there because we're projecting our own biases. We are creating reels and posts that are really more focused on our polemic understanding. If we have a certain perspective, we want to project that out, but it is factually incorrect, and quite frankly, it's insulting to Africans. I've had numerous calls and questions about why Black Americans are promoting female husbandry online as if queerdom and lesbianism in Africa is organic, therefore rooting in the rationale for why they might be gay or lesbian in the West. This is a problem of not just social science and a problem of the humanities, but it is a problem of the heart in not understanding the history and the cultures of the people of the continent of Africa. So that is a categorical error of science and research to do that. It doesn't make any sense, and it allows our biases to dictate what we're studying. And we can't forget the contemporary context we're operating in. Across the continent today, same-sex intimacy is widely treated as taboo and un-African, and in many countries it is criminalized and even violently suppressed. Open lesbian relationships are not recognized as traditional and respectable marriage in most African societies. So why is this comparison immoral? Well, it's an epistemic issue. It's epistemic disrespect. It overrides how Africans themselves describe their institutions and forces Western sexual labels on the African practices that are about survival, status, and secession. And second, it erases the strategic genius of African women. Female husbands and woman-to-woman marriage among the Ibu and the Nandi and the Curia and the Levitu and others are about lineage and law, not Western lesbian identity. Take a step back and let the research guide our ambitions. To do otherwise is to live in a fictitious world where the Black diaspora is seeking to mark Africa with an identity that is not original, traditional, or organic. Stay tuned for more.